That looks like some sort of hair. Ugh. More animal parts. We have a major problem today. Came out here to look at this pivot to see if it was still running. And you can have a look right there. I don't even know what happened here. This opener just all caked up with mud right there, and that's not going to allow the seed to get down at the correct depth that it should be. I'm going with the stab and scrape technique. There you go. There we go. That'll work. Okay, so here's the plan. We've got a lot of rain and a lot of wind headed this way towards the end of the day. So the goal is to get this other half of the pivot planted to the hard white wheat. So hopefully we can do it. Let's take this truck back down and get it cleaned out because there's a little bit of extra seed in it. You know what? Yeah, we forgot to put the bed down. We might want to just do that. All right, there we go. That's good. All right, you guys, as you can tell, we have transitioned over to planting the hard white wheat. We do have a little bit of rain, as you can see on the window, and a whole lot of wind. So I'm gonna leave you guys in here while I fill these drills back up with more hard white wheat. If I took the camera out there, you couldn't hear a thing because of all the wind. It would just be clicking and popping all over the mic. So we'll go ahead, back this truck up to the drills and get her loaded up again. Oh man, it is nasty out there. I wonder if with these high winds we should put the bed down on the truck, that way it won't blow over. I don't know if it actually will or not. You know what, we don't have time, we just have to plant, so it is what it is, I guess. We're gonna stop right there, put that in neutral, get that up, and do that right there and that right there. Oh. All right, you guys, well, it's kind of raining a little bit more than I thought it was going to, so we're actually gonna just call it quits for the day. We do have about another 5 acres to do before we're finished planting this field, but things are getting a little bit too wet. You know, you can see it's starting to cake up on the tires out there, and then, well, you can't even see through the window right now, but all the openers kind of are balling up with some mud on there. So we're gonna just stop right now and come back tomorrow morning when it's dried out a little bit, and then finish planting the rest of this field. So I'll see you guys in the morning. Okay, yeah, like this depth band right here, this opener just all caked up with mud right there, and that's not going to allow the seed to get down at the correct depth that it should be. It's going to be a lot shallower because the opener can't obviously go into the ground as far. Actually, before we quit, we got about another 500 pounds of seed in the truck that we will need. So before it rains on all that seed in there, let's get it into the drills where it won't get as wet. Guys, we have a major problem today. Came out here to look at this pivot to see if it was still running, and you can have a look right there. I don't even know what happened here. All I can say is yesterday up here on this packing, we put in new packing because that was leaking out of there. Then I tightened all those bolts down, greased it up, and so I figured that was all good. It was all sealed and everything. But today came out here and this first span is absolutely bent and the rest of the pivot here is straight. Now what's funny is when I came out here to look, the pivot was still running. It had not killed itself, and all these spans up here were all just walking themselves normally. But over here, man, I don't even look at this hole down here. Look at that pipe, completely bent at almost a 90 now. And all these truss bars, everything bent up, twisted. Man, I don't know what would even cause this besides maybe the packing, I don't know, being too tight up on the pivot point there, and that caused it to not turn for some reason, and then you know, this whole deal happened. But clearly this span is unusable. Thankfully, right over there sitting on the edge of the field, we do have some extra spans that we will replace with this first span right here that's obviously totally destroyed now. So that's our next job. Let me know what you guys think happened to this pivot. Was it the packing up here, or was it some other fault, like, I don't know, maybe rusted out pipe, weak pipe? Alright, you guys, as you can tell, we're firing up some pivots today. We're starting our irrigation for the season. But up here on top, you can see I've got the end gun off because it's got a plug in it. So got some needle nose to go ahead and pull out whatever's plugging that top end gun up there. Oh, watch out for the water. All right, we gotta time it right. We gotta climb up this wet pivot. Oh, we're making it. All right, we made it up. Yeah, it ain't coming out, whatever it is. Let's try and just, I don't know, maybe push it back down through here. Oh, that's disgusting. Now, usually there's mud or something plugging this up, but that didn't look like mud. That looks like guts. Man, that thing is stuck in there. Got some needle nose. We can try and pull out whatever animal is in there. Alright, these needle nose don't reach far enough. Let's see, what are we gonna do? Alright, here, we'll go ahead and try and use a screwdriver on this end of it. Stab into it and just scrape it down, I guess. Or try to. That's disgusting. Oh yeah, here it comes. Set that there. Well, some of it. That looks like some sort of hair. Ugh. More animal parts. Hopefully I'm not wrecking the ends of the threads right there by beating on it. Man, this thing is absolutely wedged in there. Not the best day for whatever this is. I'm going with the stab and scrape technique to kind of work it out. Oh, here it comes. I think maybe more hair. Just more hair. Just keep going like this, I guess. There you go. There's more of it. But we haven't got to the heart of it yet. Like, not the heart, but It's like the middle big plug up. Okay, all right, I'm back. I got some stiffer wire and a longer screwdriver. So let's see what sort of damage we can do now. Let's go from this end first. Honestly, we're just gonna make hamburger out of this thing. Oh yeah, no, that worked. That worked perfect. It's just what we needed. Let's go ahead and use the pliers and get her out, I think, the whole thing. Yeah, so that's a little mouse. Got stuck in there somehow. I don't know, but all right, I'll make a snack for the coyotes or something. All right, this thing is clear. We could blow through it. I'm not gonna do that, that's disgusting. All right, so we can put the nozzle back on right here since we now know that part is cleared. All right, now let's stick the whole sprinkler back on here. Then we'll go ahead and tighten everything down. Oh, that's pretty good right there, hand tight. Let's go ahead, turn the valve on, kind of stand back because I don't want to get sprayed with any sort of remaining mouse guts and blood, whatever. All right, ready? Man, shut it off. Point it that way a little bit. All right, turn it back on. All right, so we got that one working. I got it shut off right now. But now this end drop tube right there, you can tell that rotator should be rotating in a circle like these other ones right there. This one's not. We got a whole bunch of garbage on it, I can tell, so we got to pull that up and clean it off. All right, so let's kind of slide over here without sliding off. Got to be a little careful. All right, we'll bring this one up. Shut this valve off. All right, so yeah, you can see it's got a bunch of, I don't know, just plant stuff, and I think it's good now. Yeah, it's turning. Go ahead, turn on and drop it back down. All right, there we go. We got that fixed. So now let's just go ahead and grab all of our tools and this wire, and now we actually have to turn on this end gun without falling off. All right, climb down, get out of here. We're getting soaked. Run underneath it. Okay. Oh, we made it. Oh my goodness. I need to turn that one on right there. Oh, we're getting soaked. And side by side, throw those in there. Oh, wipe that off. Let's get this out of the way. Okay, last thing we gotta do is just run under here, turn on this drop tube, then we'll be good to go. Completely soaked. Oh my goodness. Look at this, what a deal. That's just irrigation season, I guess. Hold up, we gotta stop. Okay, we're at the center pivot point right here, but right there, look at that nozzle. There's no water coming out of it, so we got a plug on there. All right, so this doesn't have a shut-off valve on it, so what we're gonna do is just climb up on the bed of the side-by-side. That way we can reach the tube here, go ahead, kink it off, and then we can take off the end here. Yeah, it's all plugged up with mud. Not a mouse this time. Trying to do this all one-handed is a little bit of a problem. There we go. All right, now we got to get out of here as fast as possible. Okay, we made it. And let's have a look. Yeah, looks like it's working. Okay, let's go ahead and start this pivot now. It's the first time opening this panel this year. We got a big old spider right there. Oh, gosh. Get out. Okay, let's just turn it on 100% and make sure it's working. Okay, so it does appear to be working. Let's go ahead and grease these zerks up here because this is the first time we're running this pivot this year. We'll go ahead and give her quite a few pumps. That. All right, you can tell it's coming out the top here, so that's as much grease as we're going to put in this top one. All right, now all we got to do is either climb or fall down or jump. Get that on there. Set it right there for now. Okay, so I got this thing turned down to 20%. All right, we're good to go. Let's go ahead and shut this. Lock that and that. Also, side note, do you guys like this vehicle right here? I kind of got tired of the Polaris four-wheeler always kind of braking on me, so bought this Honda Pioneer 700 4. It's got the 4 seats. I mean, the 2 seats in the back that could fold up, but probably not really going to use that feature too much on it. It will need some new tires here pretty soon. Got a windshield for it and a rear window put on it. And then I just absolutely hate the Honda red, so I went ahead and painted it this kind of desert flat earth color. I think it looks a lot better. Anyways, we'll see how this thing holds up for me. Oh yeah. A little bumpy over here. And now the only thing I don't like about this is it's only a 3-speed transmission and it tops out at about 40 miles an hour, but it's just like rev, you know, red line, and it's just super loud. So I don't know, I wish I had one more gear on it, but it is what it is. How's it going, you guys? Got a feeling we're gonna need these for something. Open that door. Shut it. All right, let's come around back right here. So we're out planting peas today, and as you can tell, that one is plugged up quite a bit. That opener is not turning for some reason, so let's go have a look at why. Would you look at that? Right there. That's a bungee cord hook. Oh. What are the odds that this thing gets caught on the opener and stops it from turning like that? That's absolutely nuts. Oh, there we go.